Hi, hope you're doing well today. All you'll need is yourself and at least a bit of an open mind for a really slow and gentle, quick flow, just to try to get the body a bit more centered and grounded and allow some lengthening and creating some greater space. So beginning kind of right away in a tabletop position, root the knees under the hips and wrists directly under the shoulders. Really spread the fingertips wide to cover some extra space and to use the fingertips for some pressure in addition to the wrist. Lengthen the head towards the toes and tailbone. Make sure the belly isn't dipping down, that it's nice and parallel to the ground. Start to fill on inhale, expanding the belly. Belly lowers towards the ground, breathing in through nose. Exhale, belly contracts the spine, releasing air through nose. Take a few full breaths, noticing the belly rise on inhale and contract on exhale, creating an equal part breath, allowing the inhales to start to match the length of the exhales. On your next inhale, the belly will dip down. Head and hips will lift to a cow tilt. Expand the chest. Find a stretch in the front of body. Exhale as the back rounds into cat, really opening up space between the shoulder blades. Chin draws to chest. Inhale again, cow tilt. Head and hips lift. Pause. Exhale, back rounds. Space between shoulder blades opens. Just create a few modifications of your own. Inhaling, finding space, perhaps an extra side stretch. Exhaling as the back rounds, moving forward or backward in any organic movement that feels good. Continuing to warm up the spine, linking any movements with breath. And then once you complete, curling the toes under, pressing back to downward facing dog, keeping a little bend to the knees if needed, focusing otherwise on a long spine, long arms, head is relaxed between the arms, shoulders soften from the ears. Perhaps turning the head side to side, slowly. And then allowing a bend to the knees, coming back down, bringing across to the ankles and coming over to a seat. Extending the legs out in front of you and rocking back to your sit bones here, drawing the belly into the spine and lifting just the heels off the mat, maintaining your balance here, finding a breath that's nice and even and smooth. If you like, you can lift the feet, bringing shins parallel to ground, or even legs straight and releasing the arms. Either way, take 3 full breaths. Inhales match length of exhales, at least. Low back stays firm, chest lifted. One more breath. And on the exhale, you're going to come all the way down to the back. Draw the knees in towards the chest. And just rock the shins or hands around the shins, kind of rocking shins or legs side to side, bringing a little massage to the low back. Extending the left leg long, holding the right knee towards the chest. Making a few circles with the right knee, leg, or hip. You can keep the hand connected or you can release the hand. Connecting the knee or hands around the shin, pulling the knee towards the chest, and all the way to the side of the body or side of the rib cage. And a soft twist, bringing that right knee across the body to the left side, arms out to a T, gaze to the right or opposite direction of knee. Expanding ribs on inhale. And coming back to center, releasing that right leg. Inhale, left knee into chest, pulling gently towards the body. And then a few circles or movements. You can keep the hand connected or release the hands. Making some circles with the knee and hip to warm the joint. And then giving a nice tug, knee towards chest, towards the side of the body, side of the rib cage. And then a gentle twist so that left knee comes across the body. And the gaze comes towards the left, arms out to a T, just a real soft twist. Expanding lungs and ribcage on inhale again. Exhale as you unwind. Inhale, draw the knees back into the chest. Take a small rock up to a seated position and cross the ankles from that seat. Find your way into a tabletop position once more. From here, lift that right knee skyward. Cow tilt, dipping the front of the body while raising the head and hips, and exhale, round the knee in towards the nose and rounded spine. Inhale, lift cow tilt with the knee raised. Exhale, knee into chest. 2 more on your own. And switching sides. 4 pulses, lifting on inhale and exhale, rounding through the chest. Take 3 more. Perfect. Back to tabletop position. Bringing the right foot in between both hands, keeping the knee over the ankle, allowing the hips to sink forward just a bit, finding a stretch in the front hip flexor. Keeping the hands connected at the leg or knee. You can keep them connected to the ground or a block if you have. You can lift the arms skyward. Either place you choose. Try to allow the glutes to soften a bit, allowing the work of the inner thighs to draw each other, drawing the inner thighs towards each other to relax the glutes, allowing hips to come forward. And then to create a twist here, if your hands were lifted, you'll bring them to heart center. You can rotate and twist over to the right by hooking the left elbow outside right knee, by connecting the left hand to the ground and lifting right arm, or bringing left hand on the opposite side of that right foot and opening the arm as well. So whichever degree of twist feels comfortable for you. Still using inner thighs to work towards each other, keeping front knee over ankle. Exhale as you release, hands back to the center, straighten that front leg, flex the foot, just bring a gentle fold over that front leg, lengthening right hamstring. And bending back into the knee, returning back to tabletop position. Taking 1 cat-cow to neutralize. Inhale as you gaze up, exhale as the back rounds. So you come back to tabletop position, bring that left foot between the hands, knee directly over ankle. Squeezing inner thighs together. That not only helps to release the glutes from contracting as much, but also allows a bit less pressure on the kneecap. Again, choosing to keep the hands to the ground, to a block, to the leg, or lifted. And again, if hands are lifted, you'll bring hands back to heart center, lengthening the torso. You'll exhale, twisting to the left, right elbow outside left knee. You can again keep the twist here, the right hand to the ground, left arm skyward, or right hand to the outside of left foot, left hand skyward. Whichever place allows you the best twist, based on whatever your body's needing today. Hands are to heart center, the top palms pressing into the bottom palm to open left shoulder. Still breathing fully. And exhale, returning your hands back to the framing that left foot, walking the hands back as you straighten the left leg, bowing or folding over the left leg, lengthening left hamstring, flexing the left toes. Walking the hands back to frame the left foot, bending the left knee, curl the back toes under, press back to downward facing dog, find some length in the upper body, also neutralizing the spine in between or after the twists. And soften back down to the knees. On exhale, cross the ankles and find your way to a seat. Extending legs out in front of you, keeping legs nice and connected to the floor, to your mat or space, lengthening arms on inhale. Rotate as you twist over to the right, bringing right hand behind the spine, left hand to any variation of a place that allows you the best twist. Really trying to remain open through the collarbones and chest. Feet are flexed to keep the legs active. And exhale, unwind back to the center. Bring the wrists underneath the shoulders, fingertips facing forward. You'll bring the heels in towards you just a bit, bending the knees. So when you exhale and press up, lifting hips and bottom, legs can come straight. Again, wrists underneath the shoulders. You can keep the head lifted here just for support, especially if you have any neck issues. Lifting a little higher through the hips and bottom, reverse tabletop. And exhale, bottom comes back down to the ground. Legs are connected to ground. Inhale, lengthen arms skyward. Exhale, rotate, twist to the left, left hand behind the back, nice and close to the bottom for a straight spine. Feet stay flexed, collarbones wide. And try to maintain the integrity of your twist, maintaining full breath, creating that greater space in body. As you exhale, unwind back to the center. Go ahead and pull both feet in towards the groin, allowing the feet to meet here, kind of like a butterfly position. Hands will wrap around the feet, thumbs on the inside or bottom of the foot. Pull the feet close towards you, sitting up nice and tall. Noticing though how much you're using your arms to do that. So if you find your shoulders cinching up to your ears or your arms are nice and or a little too tense, try to relax the shoulders and just use the hands and forearms to pull the feet towards you. Lengthening on inhale, you can remain here, or exhale as you bend to fold a bit, increasing the stretch or deepening the stretch. If elbows come close to your shins or thighs, you can use them to assist, pressing the legs further towards the ground. Again, notice though if the shoulders become tense. Try if you can to relax the muscles in the face and jaw. And then, whether you're sitting up straight or folded over, extend those arms out in front of you and walk the hands out as far as is comfortable here. You can keep the fingers tented, you can bring the palms flat, you can even bring the forearms down if that's what's in your range of motion. Trying to just keep kind of a neutral neck here. Bringing a stretch into the low back, mid back, thoracic spine. And on your inhale, walking the hands over towards the right, bringing a stretch for left side of body. If you want to intensify that stretch, you can always cross one hand over the opposite hand or left hand over the right. Next inhale, walking the hands over towards the left, any amount that's comfortable for a stretch in your right side of body. Relaxing the head. Breathing into that right rib cage. Again, you can cross right hand over left if you'd like a deeper stretch. walking hands back to the center, coming back up once more, bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, extending the feet out in front of you, tiny bend to the knee. Inhale, full breath. Exhale, hips and bottom come skyward, reverse tabletop. Just keep the gaze to the ceiling, keep the neck supported, head looking up. And exhale, slowly lower the bottom back down to the ground. Keeping legs connected to ground, pull the skin underneath the sit bones. And flesh underneath the sit bones so the sit bones can connect to mat or ground. Inhale, lengthen both arms. Keep that length with you as you come forward to forward fold, the Paschimottanasana. Hands can connect to the ground, the knees, the shins, the ankles, the toes, or even around the toes. If you're super flexible in practice with a block, you can always place the block at the end of your feet as well for greater length. Inhale, wherever you find your connection here, lengthen the spine, fill with air. Exhale, deepen, fold, softening. Take 5 full breaths. Try to notice any urge to rush or move. Just making note of it and completing the rest of your breath. Take one more breath. Coming back up on inhale, bringing a bend to the knees and allowing the knees to come all the way toward the chest as you lie down to the back. Opening knees wide, you can use the hands to wrap around ankles, shins, or toes. You can remain still or rock side to side, happy baby or Ananda Balasana, massaging the kidneys and adrenal glands. And then once more, extending the left leg just like you did in the beginning, pulling the right knee towards the chest and allowing right knee to cross the body. You may keep the knee bent, you may extend the leg out, and you'll turn the gaze opposite direction of the knee. Drawing the knees back towards the chest. Hands wrap around the shins, neutralizing the spine. May even kind of tuck the chin to chest here. And then lowering the head back down, shoulders to the ground, extend the right leg long, pulling left knee towards the chest. And then releasing a bit as you extend left knee or left straight leg across the body. Gaze comes to the left side as the knee or leg is to the right. Noticing the way the body feels in this twist, from perhaps a bit different from when you began. Maybe not too much, but just noticing a few nuances, even with a small amount of movement and attention to the body and breath. And slowly draw the knees back towards the chest, wrap the hands around the shins, rocking side to side, massaging again the low back, kidneys and adrenals. And then keeping the back connected to the mat, relax hands to the ground or mat and extend the feet up skyward here. Legs up the wall pose. You can use an imaginary wall here. You can keep the feet together or kind of just allow the legs to find their place, perhaps separating or maybe even allowing the ankles to kind of remain stagnant above the hips. Allowing the blood flow to reverse circulation. You may even start to lose just a bit of sensation in the feet or legs. It's not abnormal for that to happen. Taking 2 more breaths or so here. And slowly drawing knees back towards the chest, bringing a few circles to the feet and ankles, toes, moving in both directions. And then relaxing the feet all the way towards the ground. Or if you have issues in the low back, you can keep the soles of feet to the ground, knees connected and knees meeting in as the feet come wide. Whichever place you choose to relax, just invite the body to really kind of sink into the ground or mat. Just to notice the parts of the body connected to the ground, the weight of the body, the back of the head, back side of the body. If you prefer to feel a bit more centered or grounded, you may place the palms down to the ground or placing the hands to the belly or belly and chest. Otherwise, keeping hands to face up for a more receptive feeling. Letting go of any control over the breath. Allowing inhales to come and exhales to go. Starting to notice what it feels like just to inhabit your body, just to be. And perhaps if that attention grows a bit more intensely as you start to deepen the breath, lengthening the inhale, lengthening the exhale, inviting greater awareness, greater inhabitants of the body. Perhaps bringing a stretch to the body, but bringing the arms overhead, or extending the legs long, taking a full body stretch. And very slowly, however is most comfortable, finding your way up to a seat, a cross-legged seat, or any seat that suits. Keeping the sit bones connected to the ground, the shoulders to stack over the hips. Hands to relax in the lap. Just take a few moments to notice sensations in the body, any thoughts in the mind, any greater sense of space, maybe areas of tension. Take a deep breath in through the nose, filling with air, bringing palms to heart center. Exhale, release the air throughout the mouth, letting go of anything not needed. Breathing in again through the nose. Exhale, release air throughout the mouth. Seating the lips, bowing the head towards the hands. Namaste. It's reflecting, honoring the time you make for yourself. Thank you for joining me, even for a brief practice. Hope to see you again soon. Take care.